Hi Cancer, this is Samantha from Insights Tarot, and I'm here to give you your general yearly reading for 2020. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and it's a general reading, Cancer. So all these messages may or may not resonate with you. I'm for sure it won't resonate with everybody, so take what you can from this forecast/reading and leave the rest, okay? It is a forecast for the year in advance, okay? That's why there are two rows here. The top row is January through June, and the bottom row is July through December of 2020. And I'll start with January. There are two cards here, okay? Like all my other readings, Cancer, two cards, meaning one's going to be about, these are general energy cards, what's going on around you in that month, and what's going on within you that month, okay? So for January, what's going on around you? With the Page of Cups, it looks like a new start. One that's emotionally filling. I feel like you're going to enter January and you're going to feel pretty happy, content, blessed. This could be a new start in love. This could be just communications. Lots of communications being highlighted at this time. Giving and getting heartfelt messages. Okay. But for some of you, it is a new start. In some matter where there are heartstrings. Okay. With the cups, it's emotional. So it affects you emotionally. If you're looking for answers for a new start or for a relationship with the High Priestess here in your mental sphere, it tells me you're more introspective in the month of January. You might be loving and caring and nurturing, but you're going to feel more quiet. You're going to go within yourself to get the answers, and you're divinely guided to do that for January. Your intuition will be on point in January, so trust your gut and your spidey senses, Cancer, okay? So come some new beginning or some set of communications, as those are highlighted as well, you need to trust your gut and your senses during the month of January to keep you on track, okay? So the answers you seek will come from within, and you're being divinely guided in January. Communications are highlighted, and for some, it's a new start. You enter into February, and we have the Seven of Wands outside of you, and the King of Wands within you. So right off the top, I can say February, you're going to feel more passionate and fiery than you did in January. You're going to be much more outspoken. There's going to be a situation in February where you're going to need to speak your mind. You're going to have to stand your ground, stand up for what you believe in. And I really, really love this. It's about letting others know that you ain't taking no guff. For some, it's a conflictual card. Okay. Not easy to stand your ground, but there is a situation in February where you're going to have to passionately speak up for yourself. Where are you mentally in the month? It looks like you're very reserved, but you definitely are being observant. It's like for February, I do feel like you're going to be keeping a watchful eye on things going around you. And with the King of Wands here, I do feel like you are all business. This guy's dressed in a suit. He's drinking a cup of coffee. And you're doing a lot more listening than people are thinking. Plus, I feel like you're reading between the lines here, Cancer. It's like you have everybody pegged and they don't even have to say anything. That sort of thing. It's an intuition. I feel like with this card, your intuition is going to be highlighted. And with the lamp here, that's symbolic of divine guidance. I do feel like you're going to be divinely guided and your intuitions are going to be heightened. Even though this is a King of Wands card, I'm an intuitive reader, and this is the feeling I get for you for this month. I do feel like you'll be watching the situation very closely, you'll be listening to it, and you're going to be divinely guided through it. Okay, so there will be a situation in February you're going to have to deal with. That might not be the most pleasant. Come March, love's going to be on your mind with the Two of Cups. Love, union. This could be work. This could be business. For some of you, this is doing a job that is in line with your soul purpose. For others of you, this is making decisions. And even others of you, this is going to be connection with your higher self. So a spiritual connection. I do feel like a majority of you, it's going to be dealings with love, meeting somebody new, or taking a current romance to the next level. We have the World card here, and this is a completion card. So you could be thinking about journeys. Your love journey could be on your mind, feeling whole and complete. And wanting to possibly take it to the next level. That will definitely be for some Cancers. For others of you, this is having to make a decision about what you want to do in terms of love, because you're looking ahead to what's coming next here with the World card. And you want to know the direction of your love life, okay? So the Two of Cups, excuse the dog barking. The Two of Cups can definitely indicate having to make decisions in your love life, in your work life, or in terms of your spiritual journey, okay? So recognize whichever aspect it is, it's all about having to you've hit the ceiling and you're now needing to think about where you're going next, okay? So it's all about looking ahead to the next chapter in your life. It feels like a very happy and content month. So you enter April and you're all about action now in April with the Knight of Swords, Cancer. You're thinking about where you're going, and who's going to go with you, because the Knight of Swords is all about purging, letting go. But it is about moving forward as well. Sorry, hit the camera. It's definitely divine inspired thought and action. It's very fast moving. So this could be an offer, given or received, of action or communication. You're definitely thinking about what you need to be keeping with you. And you could be taking action. You could be decluttering your life of people, places, things, actions, thought processes that no longer serve you, that are toxic to you, that are negative. Okay? This can also be some sort of offer or action you taken to get in touch with you. Okay? So action and communication is highlighted in April. And you're given that extra dose with the Strength card here in your mental sphere to be strong about what you've got to do or what's going on around you. So this says you're going to have enough strength to deal with whatever's on your plate in April. And you're a lot stronger than you give yourself credit for as well. This could also indicate dealings with a Leo, keeping that in mind. So your thoughts might be on a Leo. Either that or it's just inner strength. It's trusting a situation and having patience. But a Leo could be on your mind. As you move into May, it looks like things are changing for you with the Death card. Okay? Death card is Scorpio, so you could be dealing with a Scorpio in some aspect of your life that month. That, or this card says a relationship, or actually, let me back up. This card could mean some aspect of your life is changing. And when the Death card comes out, it means for good. You cannot go back. Once this change is made, it's out with the old and in with the new. There's a new way on your doorstep. So in some aspect of your life, something is changing for good, and you can't go back. So you're going to have a new routine or something going on in your life in May. Some changes, and with the stallion here, I do feel like you're charging ahead with it. The lotus is up here on the flag, is that you're spiritually guided to do this, and you're of two minds about this. I think you're frightened about the change, well, on one hand, but on the other hand, you're still moving forward and being divinely guided with the Two of Wands here. This is the Two of Wands in the mental sphere, says to me that you're definitely looking at all the possibilities. And you could be overthinking things and getting yourself scared, okay, Cancer? So keep a mind out. I feel big changes on deck for you for May that could possibly frighten you or have you indecisive or unsure. Okay, with the two here, that could indicate being of two minds, or being unsure of how you feel about it, or even, I'm getting the fear and worry and anxiety with this card. So May looks like a transformation month in some aspect of your life. You walk into June, and it's all about answers, justice, fairness. Okay, could be legal dealings for some of you Cancers. It's definitely things playing out in your favor, karmic debt being paid in some aspect of your life. You could be dealing with a Libra at this time. This is dealings with attorneys, court systems, judges, the legal system, period. But it could also mean you're laser focused and happy to look for the answers and get the answers that you've been seeking. Justice card is all about fair answers and balance, morals, and truth. So you could be standing up for your beliefs again. You could be accepting an apology at this time, or making a decision, a fair decision, okay? At the end of the day, fairness and truth are key for this month, and karmic justice will prevail. And I feel like mentally, you're going to be thinking about a partnership, making amends, and forward action, because this is the Knight of Cups. So I do feel like you could be mending fences here in June. Could be family, could be friends, but it's a situation I feel like where for some of you it's not been easy. I feel like finally you're going to, or there's going to be a coming together. Actions to be taken, heartfelt actions. This is the Cup, so this is an emotional situation for you, and it does spark and your emotions and affects your heart. So your thoughts are definitely to some new beginning here, an emotional new beginning, or action that comes from some sort of an apology or a situation that finally turns itself around. Karmic debt is paid and you get to move forward. You'll be very content and emotionally pleased with June. Things will play out in your favor. As you walk into July, things, situations, people, relationships, all things you thought were over are going to return for review and assessment when the Judgment card comes up. So Judgment says it's time to look at a situation again, learn from it, learn from past mistakes, work through the issues, make some decisions whether or not you want to give second chances, new beginning, and move in a new direction. So for some of you, this is the card of the review, renew, reassess, reevaluate, resolve. So that's what will be going on around you. In some aspect of your life, something you thought was over is going to return, and you're going to have to work through it again, because there are lessons to be learned, and you've got to work through the issues and learn from past mistakes before moving into a new direction. For many of you, this is a lover or a relationship. This is the Lover's card, and a lover is on your mind. So definitely we've got a love month in July. Past lovers, or there could be past situations regarding lovers returning, and you've got to work through those issues. But on your mind is love, or a person, your special person. And you're thinking about these situations or this person during the month of July. So July is a month of renewal or review in love, or a love situation. August brings a pause for you with the Hangman, Cancer. The Hangman absolutely says you got to shift your perspective. So we're going to pause some aspect of your life and to give you the time to work through some lessons and work on shifting how you're looking at things. So the Hangman comes up, and the Hangman says, we're not only going to pause, but once you've learned the lesson, something big's going to happen. A Hangman always comes before a change, usually a big change. So the Hangman's here to let you know you got to shift your perspective in August regarding some situation. And it's definitely, with the Six of Wands, something to do with lessons you've got to learn in order to harvest them. You're thinking about these lessons and this situation, and you're wanting to harvest. You're wanting to definitely have that abundance, because this is a card of victory. It's a card of abundance, and before you can have it, you got to shift your perspective or think on it different. But it's on your mind. You definitely want victory in some aspect of your life. You want to reap that reward, that harvest. And the Hangman says you've got to learn a few more lessons before we get there. There's some aspect of your life that you're going to have to work through a pause and adjust yourself. Okay, Cancer? Come August. Rolling into September, you're feeling much more grounded and balanced. That, or you need to ground and balance. The Temperance card comes out, and that's exactly what it says. Time to ground and balance. This is a card of Sagittarius, so you could be, we got another month where you're on fire, because this is a fire sign, and then we got the Page of Wands here, which is also fire. So you're going to be on fire again, just like in, I think it was February. Yep. So you're going to be on fire again in September like you were in February. Doing things, very passionate about things. But, you know, Temperance pulls in for a reason, and it says, whoa, whoa, whoa. Time to balance yourself, Cancer. There are lessons to be learned. You got to moderate yourself and get in touch with your angels, guides, source energy, your higher power, and work on that connection. It does suggest harmony and divine intervention as well. So take this opportunity to listen to your guides and your angels. Keep a moderate pace, okay? And definitely ground yourself during this month. So there's a situation, probably all the situations in this month. I really feel like this is for the entire month of September. You've got to put on your brakes, ground and balance yourself. Do things different. And your mind's on that. Your mind's on doing things different. You're thinking about doing things different. You're wanting to do things different. And I believe you're beginning to do things different. Because this is the Page of Wands. So it's something new. Okay? So you're wanting to behave or think differently. And your thoughts are on that. Your thoughts are on doing things different than you've ever done them before. And you're going to slow down your pace in life. You're going to balance and moderate yourself in ways you possibly never have before. But there is a situation where, or in general, where you're going to want to do things different and it's on your mind. So September, as you're working towards entering into fall, it's all about balance and moderation and doing things differently. We hit the fall and you hit your needs. It looks like with the Five of Cups, changes are on deck. There could be some conflictual situation in October that has you praying to God for some chance of renewal or restart. Because what's on your mind is the Fool, which is you're wanting a new beginning. You're wanting another chance or to start again, to move forward, to jump into something new. This is a card of creative solutions also, as well as unexpected opportunities. But it's definitely about faith, adventure, optimism, spontaneity. I do feel like you're wanting to work on an old problem, fix it so you can move forward. Because this guy's working on an old boot. He's hammering in it looks like the whole sole of his boot fell off. He's nailing on the sole with a hammer and a nail so that he can move forward again. So your thoughts are on fixing whatever's broken so that you can move forward again. And it does look like November is going to be another challenging month, just like May was. So they're 6 months apart. May and November are going to be challenging months. It seems maybe in the same aspects. Could be a relationship. Could be a situation. So changes in November that are going to affect you emotionally, Cancer. And your thoughts are about renewal and moving forward. A new beginning. That I'm not sure if that's with or without. I do feel it's with, though. Okay? In November, you're tired of a situation with the Ten of Swords. You've just about had enough. This is divine endings of something that needs to end. This is releasing blocks and negative energies so that you can move forward. The Ten of Swords is the completion of a cycle before a new start. And you feel like fate's on your side and success is on your side. So you're working through a hard situation, possibly one that's even caused you heartache and pain. But it's been conflictual, to say the very least, and very hard for you to work through. Okay? You know, I just was pointing out, this is October. Why did I think that was November? This is October, so it's 5 months out from May. Sorry, excuse that. Okay, so this is November, and you're working to close out a hard situation. I think it could be the tail end of whatever was going on in October. You're finally going to be working through the end of it with some spiritual help in November. The Ten of Swords, like I said, it is the end of a cycle. You've learned all you can learn. This could mean endings for some of you. And with the Eight of Cups traditionally means walking away. And so there could be an end to something. Okay, could be a relationship or a situation. An end, but what I'm drawn to here is that you are being divinely guided through this. Okay, we have the number 11 here and 8, which says you're on the right path. Okay, so what I'm thinking here is whatever you're walking from, there's something better. This is a situation or a relationship you would be settling for, and the universe is not going to let that happen. Okay. As you enter December, it looks like you're going to be emotional. That's the very first thing. The moon card is Pisces, your Cancer sister water sign. I feel like your emotions are going to be heightened, as well as your intuition and psychic abilities or intuitive gifts. And I do feel like in the month of December, you're going to have to use those senses to move forward in any one direction. Because any situations going on in December, they're going to be very emotional, but they're also going to be unclear. When the moon card comes up, it suggests not seeing things clearly. There could be fears, illusions, anxiety, depressions, and I even did hear the word deceit. Either you're deceiving yourself or somebody's deceiving you. For some of you, that'll apply. For others of you, it's about staying balanced, getting in touch with your spiritual side, so getting in touch with your higher power, and trusting the guidance you're given there, as well as your gut instinct to move through the month. Okay. Another message is, this is a card of mother for me. So, a mother, your own mother or the mother of your children or your own motherhood is highlighted in the month of December. You could have dealings with this person at this time, or have situations revolving around motherhood at this time. Okay? And your thoughts are on a new start. So this could be a new start with your mother or the mother of your children, or somebody who's a Pisces or has Pisces in them. I feel you're very emotional at this time about this new start, but you're very optimistic in the same with the Ace of Wands. Fire sign tend to be pretty optimistic. This card, I feel like you're pretty hopeful and optimistic in December regarding some situation on your plate. For some of you, it's just looking forward to the new year, to another year. So I see luck with the ladybug here and the sunrise. I feel like you're hopeful that the next year will be better than this year. This could be just living in an attitude of gratitude for some of you, but there's some new start on your mind. Okay, this could be in love, relationships of any kind, or in business and work. That's what's going to be on your mind come December. So, Cancer, that's 2020 for you. I hope it resonates. Do know this is a general forecast. If you want a personalized forecast, I do those. The contact information is below for that. Otherwise, I wish you the best for the year ahead. So much love and light to you. And until next time, do take care. Namaste.